Story time with Mr. Sam and Boo. Are you ready, Boo? Boo Boo. I think that's a yes. Okay. It was spring. Bijou had taken several riding lessons and was now on her own for the first time. They rode Bitch. Hello and welcome to Story Time with Mr. Sam and Boo. We're going to read a little bit more of Anais Nin this week. Stick with the classics. Okay. It was spring. Bijou had taken several riding lessons and was now on her own for the first time. They rode slowly, talking all... fuck. Oh, okay. Welcome to... No.
No. No! I want to sit on the floor! You're supposed to sit over here.
Okay. Hello and welcome to Story Time with Boo, Flash and Mr. Sam. Do we want a story, Flash? Are you interested? Not particularly, I don't think. But anyway, here we go. From the Oyster. Oh, Billy, I sighed as he swept me into my... Hello and welcome to Story Time with Boo, Flash and Mr. Sam. We're going to read some of the Oyster, aren't we, Boo? Yes. Oh, Billy, I sighed as he swept me into his arms and laid me down gently on the bed. Now, even though his own young passion was at a peak, he treated me gently, slowly unbuttoning the front of my blouse until he could slip his hands to cup my straining breasts. He kissed me deeply and demandingly while he slipped off my blouse and the rest of my clothes. He then hastily shed his own clothes, and for the first time I saw a naked boy. I admired the silkiness of his hair, his strong shoulders, the curvature of his chest, which was as smooth and hairless as my own, the shape of his lovely arms, and as he turned to put down his shoes, the suppleness of his white bottom. But then as he turned back, my eyes fastened upon the pièce de résistance, his massive cock, so very big for such a young boy, as erect as could be, the stiff rod up against his tummy, and as he approached me I took hold of the huge uncapped knob in his hands. It throbbed as I stroked this monster, and I could feel the thick veins running along its length, so thick that I could barely grasp it. That didn't work very well. Story time with Mr. Sam, Flash and Boo. Hey, Flash. Yeah. Okay. So, we're going to read from the Oyster. Kenneth, too, was now nude, and I saw his slim yet muscular chest heave as he took the delicious girl into his arms. He held her to him gently and pressed his lips against hers. I saw his tongue dart between her unresisting lips as she slipped her hand down to grasp his swollen cock. As if in a trance I heard myself say, it would be far more comfortable inside the bedroom. I never realized before how strong Kenneth was, for he stooped, gathered her in his arms and lifted her. Quickly then he carried her into the next room. I followed hastily, disregarding my own clothes as he deposited her carefully upon the bed. I could see the delight in Esther's face as Kenneth's roaming hands made her gasp with pleasure as he fondled those plump breasts and ran his palms across the upturned nipples. His eyes smouldered with passion as he moved onto the soft, silken skin of her belly, and then his fingers moved between her thighs, and she writhed in response. That'll do.